Assalamu alaikum, dear lovely students. Hope you all are doing well at your home and in your study as well. The coronavirus is still dominating the world, but we can't lose hope for this. We are trying to mend this situation through this kind of online classes and activities, and hope will be benefited from this. Now I would like to start your class. I am with you Fahmida Begum, Assistant Teacher English, Chattogram Government High School. And this class is for the students of class 8. Is from English for Today, Unit 1, Lesson 3 and 4, and is from page number 5, 6 and 7. Hope that you all have your textbook with you. Here I have two pictures for you. You can see that in the first picture, there's a bride and bridegroom, and obviously it's a marriage ceremony, right? So we do attend this type of ceremony many times of the year, right? And in the second picture or in the next picture, you can see that there is a couple here, but these people are somewhat different from the common picture, right? Because they are dressed up, their hairstyle, face and ornaments, and this guy with a long pipe or instrument, whatever it is. So they are very different from what we can see in our daily life. But you will be amazed to know that these people are also a great part of our country. So I hope that you can understand what we are going to study today. Yes, we are going to know more about these people, and the title we are going to study today is Our Ethnic Friends Part 1 and 2. Before we go to our lesson, I would like to introduce you with some new words of the lesson, so that while we are reading the text, we might not face any difficulties to understand the text properly. The first word with us is region, which is a noun, and the synonyms are province, territory, division, area, section, sector. Same type of area actually, or territory, is regarded as a region. And the next word is ethnic, which is an adjective, and the synonyms relating to a population subgroup with a common national or cultural tradition. So we will know more about these ethnic people in this chapter. The next word is maize, which is a noun. Maybe it's not a common word for most of the students, but when you will see the picture, you will know that yes, it's a very popular food in our country. A Central American cereal plant that yields large grains set in rows on a cob. So here you can see that these little particles, right? These are very delicious and very helpful for our health, and basically for the children. And we use this type of maize. Not only just we take this as a fried corn, it is also used in different cooking items now in our country, and it is very popular now. The next word is utensils, is a noun, and the synonyms: a tool, container or other article, especially for household use. Instrument, device, apparatus, gadget. So whatever we use as a household product for cooking purpose or for any household activities, these type of things are called utensils. The next word is poultry, which is a noun and is a common thing. We all know about this, right? But still I have mentioned this here. Domestic fowls such as chickens, turkeys, ducks and geese. Okay, these all called poultry. So now come to our main text, and before we go to read the text, I would like to give you a pre-reading question. You know that this is your first class, so I think that I should give you a glance about the pre-reading question. A pre-reading question is a type of question which is placed before reading the text, so that you can read the text thoroughly, and at the same time you can find out the answer of the question perfectly. Okay, so here is the pre-reading question for you. where do the ethnic people live in Bangladesh? So I am repeating, where do the ethnic people live in Bangladesh? And here is the text. This is page number 5. You have to read this, and it's page number 6 and 7. You have also read this, and you have to find out the answer of the pre-reading question from this reading. Hope that you could find out the answer, because it was an easy one, right? So let's see what will be the answer. The majority of these ethnic people of Bangladesh live in Chittagong hill tracts. So here you can see that this area, Khagrachari, Rangamati, Bandarban, and some area of Cox's Bazar also included, where these ethnic people live in the hilly region, and they also live in the regions of Rajshahi, Mymensingh, and Sylhet also. Okay, so hope that you got your answers from your reading. Now let us know more about these ethnic people. These indigenous people of Bangladesh are living mostly in the Chittagong hilly areas. The communities are defined as distinct people socially, economically, and politically. They are also known as tribal people or ethnic people or minorities in Bangladesh. The ethnic people are mostly farmers. They do zoom cultivation. So you can see that not only their dress up or lifestyle, whatever they do for their livelihood is also far more different from our regular cultivation. So let's see what is zoom cultivation. What is zoom cultivation or shifting? Tribal groups in the districts of Rangamati, Khagrachari, Bandarban, and Sylhet refer to slash and burn agriculture as zoom cultivation. The system involves clearing land by fire or clear felling for economically important crops such as upland rice, vegetables, or fruits. After a few cycles, the land's fertility declines and a new area is chosen. Zoom cultivation is most often practiced on the slopes of thickly forested hills. Cultivators cut the tree tops to allow sunlight to reach the land, burning the trees and grasses for fresh soil. Although it is believed that this helps fertilize the land, it can leave it vulnerable to erosion. So there is a threat for us, right? And obviously it has some environmental value also, but we have to think about this, right? Holes are made for the seeds of crops such as sticky rice, maize, eggplant, and cucumber are also planted there. So this is zoom cultivation. You can see here that first they have to just clean the land, and you can see they are planting some trees, and they got the result. So this is somewhat a different type of, and I think that this is a tough method actually of cultivation, though they have to do this because they have no other way. They don't have plain land, so they have to do this kind of cultivation to survive. Indigenous people by religion. Though we know that most of the people of our country are Muslims, but these indigenous people mostly are Buddhist. Some of the communities are also from Christians, Hindus, as well as animists. The primitive lifestyles are also seen among most of the ethnic group. In general, women do more hardworking activities than males. Here we can see the different tribes of ethnic people, and they live in different parts of the country. So let's see some of them. The first one is the Marmas, live in hill tracts, and you will also find the Chakmas, the majority of the tribal people, also in the hill tracts of Chittagong. And the Monipuris live in the part of Sylhet. Then we have Santals who live in Rajshahi, and the Garos who are very vibrant, very popular for their different kind of festivals. They are living in Mymensingh. So different type of cultural diversities we can see in this chapter. So let's know more about these ethnic people. The indigenous people are highly self-reliant. They like to lead a very simple life. On the other hand, they produce most of the daily necessities, including food, clothes. Some of the tribal people can talk into two languages, the language of the state and their own language or dialect. That is called their mother tongue. According to the communities, they have their own rites and rituals. Even they wear distinct dress, as we have seen before, right? The women know some special skills, including weaving the clothes, making traditional foods of the community, and observing their own culture. In general, they lead a simple life and they are peace seeker and hospitable. In any critical condition, they go forward with one another. That's the main thing. And you can see here that they live in a special kind of houses, which is built on bamboo or wooden platforms, and which is called machang. And you can see here that they have built their houses on top of the bamboo or wooden platforms. And maybe you are thinking then why they are doing this. They are doing this because of the reason that they want to protect themselves from the wild animals, and from flooding and from rainwater also. And this place, they like to use these for keeping their different types of weaving tools, or different types of things here, or keep the poultry there, or they can keep many things there actually in this empty space. So they can use this space and they can protect themselves also from natural calamities. That's why they like to build their house on these bamboo or wooden platforms, which is called machang. Then come to their food. Rice is their staple food, and they eat also vegetables, maize, and fish, poultry, and meat. And you can see that this is a special type of cooking method which is especially seen in Ragamati. Maybe some of you are familiar with this. Their kitchen utensils are bamboo, wooden, and earthen pots which they make themselves. So they use different type of things, and they like to make this by themselves. These ethnic people, men wear lungis and women wear thamis or sarangs and angis. Women weave their own clothes. That is the main thing. Okay, you can see here that how they are very nicely weaving their clothes using their handmade tools, right? And here we can see that different people are making different type of things here. So they like to maintain their life doing all by themselves. That is the main thing. And at their free time, they like to do hunting and fishing. It's their favorite pastimes, and they are fond of songs, music, dances, theater and fairs, and wrestling is a popular sports for them. So I think that these people are actually fairly, I think they are very popular. They are very pompous with their tradition and with their different type of activities, right? And they have some traditional musical instruments as bugles, and which is made from buffalo horns, and they have use the drum and different type of bamboo flutes. This is also made by themselves. So this is the traditional instruments they like to play, especially in different type of religious festival or in the fair. Okay, so what you think that their life is fully different from us, right? Though they are changing now, they are doing education, and free education is there, and government has launched different type of activities, giving them chance in different fields to encourage them. So the scenario is changing now. They are changing also, and they are trying to mix with the general people. They are doing the things, but still they have a very good tradition, and we feel good when we think about these people, that they are a part of our country, they belong to us, and we hope that these people will be give the right value by the government and also by the common people, and they can also add great advantages to our economy and to our cultural tradition. So I hope that you could understand the lesson properly and benefited from the class. So the important question answers from this lesson, let's see if you have understand the lesson properly. Okay, and these are some important questions for you from this lesson. You can see, you can quote this or write this in your copy. I have mentioned only 5 questions here. There are other questions there you have to do, but these are some important questions, okay, for your exam. So, and you also have to do the other questions. So let's see what these 5 questions give us hints. Okay, the first question is, where do you find the Garos? The answer will be the Garos live in Mymensingh, right? We have got this answer from the lesson. The second question is, what language do they speak at home? Okay, so they speak at home what? Their mother tongues, right? This is their first language actually, and Bangla is their second language. Then what are their kitchen utensils made of? It's made of bamboo, wood and earth. What is their favorite pastime? Their favorite pastime is hunting and fishing. What do you know about their traditional music instruments? We have known that bugles made of buffalo horns, drums and bamboo flutes. These are some traditional instruments that they like to play. Now I would like to give you an exercise for this chapter. Complete the paragraph. Use the words below to fill in the gaps. There are more words than necessary. So you have to put the words in this gap and make or complete the paragraph. So the first one, the tribal people follow their, what will be the answer? Answer will be lifestyles. The tribal people follow their own lifestyles, right? The platform they build their houses on is called machang. Men wear lungis and women weave their own clothes. Their staple food is obviously rice, and they are fond of songs, dance, music and fishing. So here you can put some other words also, because they are fond of different things, and wrestling is their favorite sport. I hope that you could understand the lesson properly, and if not, you can read the lesson again and again, and I think that definitely you will understand it. And that's all for today. Hope to see you soon in my next class. Thank you all for watching the class. That's all for today. Khuda Hafiz.